I've been if my game is a 9 out of 10, my mental game was a 1 out of 10 for my whole career, really. And that's what's kept me from being the player that I could have been. Coming off of this tour back in 2016, being a rookie, and sheer talent got kind of, I got away with it for a little while, and I turned 30 in less than a month, and I just kind of had a hard talk to myself and realized that I'm getting a second chance, and luckily we play a game where we can have careers into our 50s, and so 30 is still young, and I feel like I have a lot of good golf ahead of me.
And who is your instructor?
Ted Keel back home in Raleigh. We're at Carolina Country Club. Webb Simpson grew up taking lessons from him. So I've been working with him since I was 9 years old. So I met with a mental coach last week. We had 2 weeks off, obviously, from Boise, and I went to Florida. Didn't touch a club for like 9 days. Just kind of took a hard reset. And my coach back home, my instructor, knew this guy out in San Diego and thought it'd be good for me. My dad thought it'd be good for me, and so I hopped on a plane from Florida and went straight there. And it was a 2-night trip. It was an exhausting trip, but obviously I got a big return on my investment just in 1 week. And if I can handle myself like this going forward every week, and I'm not going to be perfect, but if I can do as good a job as I can, then I think I can be an elite player. Yeah, it's always, you always want to make your parents proud. I think we all want to live vicariously through them, and hopefully they raised us right, and they have for me. And there's been moments in my career where I probably let them down, and I was still always their son, and they loved me through the bad times, but to act like a professional and to just act like a professional, I think makes them proud. And I can look in the mirror tonight and be proud of myself for how I behaved out there, and under the gun and under pressure situations. Yeah, I think they looked at flights to come here, and I guess they didn't pull the trigger, but I told them that I would win in front of them soon, and I believe it. And they're my biggest supporters, and whether I lose or win, they're gonna love me just as much, and that's crucial to have people like that in your circle, and it takes a lot of pressure off of you for sure.
Yeah.
Kept me in the moment, and we're lucky, and we play a game for a living, and it's not the end of the world. And everyone always talks about perspective, but it really is perspective. And it's crazy how fear is one of those things that it happens to all of us. We wouldn't be human if we didn't experience fear. And being out here on the golf course trying to win tournaments, there's a lot of things going through your mind, and whether you want to call it fear or not, I think us men don't like to use that word, but there's a lot of times where there's water left, you don't want to hit it left. That's a fearful,
No, but my mom and dad both are really huge supporters, and my mom has such a good outlook on life in general. She went through a horrific accident when I was little, and I think it turned her perspective on life, and she's really into her faith. And in the last couple of years, she's had some deaths in the family that were, her mom and her great aunt and uncle were pretty much, they died within a few days of each other. And just seeing her going through all that, and obviously her accident years ago, how strong she is. When she tells me something like that, I listen now, because I really truly believe that she comes from a place where it's been really hard for her to she's seen dark times, and she's gotten through them. And I think she really just doesn't want to see her, son. I'm one of three, so one of three kids, and she just wants to see us all be happy, most importantly. And I think when she knew that I finally was able to stop drinking, she knew my talent was always there, and she kept reminding me, like, when I was a kid, like, the parents or even the kids in the tournament would always say, "Oh, is Grayson playing? Oh, well, we're playing for second now." And that was the attitude I had when I was a kid, and it wasn't arrogance, it wasn't cockiness, it was just like I was really good. And it's hard to get back to that mentality out here because, you're playing against guys that were just as good as me as a kid. But there is some type of levelness that you have to have within yourself to tell yourself that I am one of the best and I belong out here. And just her encouraging words is always meaningful.
Yeah, and I would imagine there's some level of freedom playing out here now that I think you're about 10 or 11 months sober from drinking on. That's got to free you up in a lot of ways, I'd imagine, right?
It does. I mentioned in Gary's podcast that you alluded to, going to bed at night, like my parents don't have to worry, getting that phone call, which is probably the best gift I can give them. They obviously I'm at more peace and giving them that peace of mind. It's now they can focus on just being loving parents, and now they're grandparents, so focus on being the best grandparents they can be. And I hope that adds a lot of life to their life. They're getting up there. My dad's about to be 74, and I just want to see him, his last, hopefully he's got 20 more years in him, but his last 20 years be like the best years of his life for because I make it easier on them. Anytime you can spend a week with your favorite people, it just makes it that much more special. And I wish we could do it more often, but everyone has their daily life they have to go about, and I hope we can make it a tradition every year for Augusta. Yeah, my parents have been through hell and back basically for the last 6 years with me, fighting some mental stuff, and it's not easy on me and the people around me that love me. They don't like to see me down, and they've been my number one supporters, and everyone has their battles, and sometimes people are able to hide them and function, and sometimes you're not. And I think our society now is getting better about accepting that it's okay to not be okay type deal, and I've embraced that type mentality, and not ashamed that I go through depression, anxiety, and I know I've helped people out in the past just through my social media DMs, people messaging me, and and that's, I think, part of I can use my platform to continue to help with things like that.
Grayson Murray, a two-time PGA Tour winner who battled alcohol issues and depression, has passed away. He played the first round and part of the second round in this week's Charles Schwab Challenge, but withdrew from the event after 16 holes. His cause of death has not been given at this time. He attended Wake Forest University, East Carolina University, and Arizona State University, and later won the 2017 Barbasol Championship and the 2024 Sony Open in Hawaii. He was reportedly due to marry his fiancée, Christina, this spring. Grayson died at 30 years old. He won the Sony Open in a playoff earlier this year, ending a 6-year winless drought during which he had struggled both mentally and physically. Two-time major winner Barbara Watson said in a statement in quotes, "Very sad to hear the news of Grayson Murray's passing today. Life is so fragile. I was just hugging you at the Masters, telling you how proud of you I am. Thankful to have known you." Here at Nice Nivon, we send our condolences to his family, friends, and fans. May his soul rest in peace.
I'm sure you get this question a lot, but what's the dynamic like between you and Kip out there? What is his main role? I mean, is he doing a lot of reads for you? Is it keeping you mentally there? What does he do for you out in the course?
Yeah, he's a huge cheerleader. He keeps me very positive. He tells me how good I am, and he helps me read greens when I call him in. We do a very good job at reading together, and we are growing together. We weren't perfect. Even my first win, we probably could have played that 18th hole a little better, and we talk about it. We try to get better as a team, and that's important. I don't think any team out here is going to be perfect from the start. It's always kind of a growing process, and we're starting to really mesh well out there.
And your high school teammate Carter Jenkins, he finished second.
Awesome.
What impresses you about his game, and just what memories do you have of playing, high school golf?
Yeah, we played high school golf. We won a state championship together. We practiced all the time together, and I always knew he had the game. And he took a little longer to get out here, but that doesn't matter. He's out here and he's doing well, and I hope he can get his card as well. And yeah, I mean, Carter's a great kid and comes from a great family, and I'm excited. I didn't know he came in second, but I'm very excited that the 2 Raleigh boys are on top of the leaderboard.
Awesome. That's it. Thank you so much, Matt. Did you want to get